Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to this edition of Wise Conservatism's Videoside Chat on this March the 27th, 2011. Over the last few days, we have heard a lot about what is going on in Libya, and I really haven't talked too much about that because I feel that we are already in several wars as it is. We do not need to get ourselves involved in this one. But Muammar Gaddafi is one of these people that, like Saddam Hussein, is somebody that does need to be taken out, in a manner of speaking. He does not respect the will of his people. He does not respect what goes on in his country unless it has to do with what he wants to do. So this no-fly thing that has been posted over Libya to stop Gaddafi's Air Force from doing any damage to the rebels, I feel is a good thing. And the rebels have taken really good advantage of this. This morning they took last night they took one of the major oil refining areas, I think is what it was called, and a small town with a gas station, and they are now heading towards Tripoli. Something that they have to, they're going after Gaddafi's headquarters, and they're moving pretty good. It seems like for the rebels, everything is going fine right now. But the thing that I have a problem with is the way Obama is doing this. He started out by pushing us into it without even contacting Congress, which is against the Constitution. He can't do this. But then after he gets everything going, he immediately lets everyone know when we are going to pull out, which is almost immediately, and we're going to give all of the credit for everything that has happened to NATO. That I do not agree with. Obama is doing everything he can to make sure that America is not considered a strong country anymore. He has made us weak in the eyes of many of our enemies, and he continues to do so. One of the reasons why I feel he needs to be taken out of office. But that won't happen until the next election. And hopefully the American people will keep their wits about them and remember everything that has happened along the way since he has become president. Some of the stuff that is going on now is directly because of Obama. What happened in Wisconsin was pretty much directly because of Obama. He supported all of that. And he didn't like it when the governor decided he was going to take matters into his own hands and end it, which he did rightfully, and he did it legally, even though the Democrats are trying to sue him over it, saying that he broke all kinds of laws doing what he did, but he didn't. Here in Indiana, our Democrats have been out of state, in Illinois, just like Wisconsin was, for about 33 days now. All threats of getting them back have been ignored by the Democrats, and they are staying over there in the lap of luxury. Well, I guess it probably isn't complete lap of luxury, but they are getting paid. Now, they are saying that they're not being paid, which essentially they really aren't. They've already been paid for the year. So they're over there on our dime. And that's what we have to remember here. They are over there on our dime. We're the ones who are paying for everything that they're doing over there. And what they are doing is shirking what they were elected for and being the cowards that they are proving themselves to be and staying out of state so they don't have to deal with the new bills that are trying to be pushed through the state Congress. They feel that since they don't have the votes anymore, that the only way they can stop this whole thing is to stay away. Well, like big cowards that they are, they've stayed away. And Indiana doesn't have the stipulations in the law like Wisconsin did, where the governor can go and override all of that and get it done anyway. Sadly, we don't have that in our Constitution. But it is also coming down to how the people feel about this too. This letter to the editor of the Indianapolis Star about a week or so ago said from an Aaron Green in Brownsburg, he said, "I just want to express how ridiculous I think it is that the Democrats are wasting taxpayer money by not being present at the State House while they are being paid and while the House of Representatives is still in session. I read that they are wasting $18,000 of taxpayer money per day, which is about how much it takes to keep the House of Representatives going every day. It must be nice to have a job you don't have to show up for. In the real world, you get fired if you don't show up for work," which is very true. If I decided one day that I didn't like what was going on and I just didn't show up, I'd be fired. There are plenty more people out there who would take my job in a heartbeat just because I didn't show up and didn't give them any notice as to why. This should happen to these Democrats too. And I think that coming this next election, it's going to. I think that they will be taken out of office through the due process of voting for the other person. And I think the way that the Republicans have to handle this right now is find the right people for this, find people who will follow the Constitution of the state and of our nation, and then put in there as a plank on their campaign that if they are elected, they will show up for work and they will do the job that they are elected for. Something the Democrats have not done. And something that the Democrats would not allow a Republican majority to do. And that, on that point, is all I have to say. This is totally freaking ridiculous and it has to stop. I am tired of paying the way of all these idiots who decide that they want to run away instead of taking care of business, whether they've got the majority or not. And all the Democrats are showing us right now is that they're the biggest cowards that I have ever seen, and they do not have a good work ethic, which they expect everyone else to have, by the way. This is Robert the Infidel Garding with this edition of Wise Conservatism's Videoside Chat. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless all of you. Have a great and wonderful day, and until next time, good day.